of the Food Chain Workers Alliance. We're a national coalition of workers' organizations throughout the food system. And I was fortunate enough to connect with Robert and other folks and attended the conference 2 years ago, and I'm back this time. And I'm really excited to be here because I feel that we're all here, we're all part of a continuation of many movements throughout history that have organized to end poverty and inequality. And one of those movements was the Black Panther Party. So knowing that hunger and poverty disproportionately impact communities of color, I thought it would be powerful for us to look back at the Black Panther Party's free breakfast program. So this program was started in January of 1969 in Oakland, and the free breakfast for school children program ultimately fed an estimated 50,000 grade school kids in 45 inner cities across the United States every day before school. It was the first nationally organized breakfast program in the United States, either in the public or private sector. So I have a short video to share with you about the breakfast programs.
As you know, we have initiated a free breakfast for school children. The reason behind this is because we understand that our children go hungry, because we understand that the pigs won't get up off their ass and give us no food, because we understand that there's a oppressor. The Black Panther Party says that we're going to serve these children. We're going to feed them every morning. They get a full meal, grits, bacon, toast, eggs, everything they need for the whole day. We need the people's support. We need your actions. We need your money. We need your donations. And we need your time. The breakfast program is a program for the people and by the people. All the Black Panther Party has done was taking the basic needs of the people and putting them into practice because we are practitioners.
We're saying, if it had not been for Huey P. Newton, the 10-point platform and program of the Black Panther Party would not begin to be implemented by the people, and not only black people, because the Chinese Americans, the Red Guard, has copied the same 10-point platform and program, and they got a right to it. An Indian American organization, NARP, named NORP, has copied the same 10-point platform and program of the Black Panther Party, and they got a right to it. We're just waiting for this racism to break down when we see the poor white Appalachians up in the mountains copy the same 10-point platform and program and go forth to destroy the Nixons, the Reagans, and the pig Aliotos.
So as mentioned in the video, the free breakfast program came out of the Black Panthers 10-point platform, and it helped the party to educate youth about the Black Panthers and about Black history. And so I want to share with you what the actual 10 points were in their platform. So 1, we want freedom. We want power to determine the destiny of our Black community. 2, we want full employment for our people. 3, we want an end to the robbery by the capitalists of our Black and oppressed communities. 4, we want decent housing fit for shelter of human beings. 5, we want education for our people that exposes the true nature of this decadent American society. We want education that teaches us our true history and our role in the present-day society. 6, we want all Black men to be exempt from military service. 7, we want an immediate end to police brutality and murder of Black people. 8, we want freedom for all Black men held in federal, state, county, and city prisons and jails. 9, we want all Black people, when brought to trial, to be tried in court by a jury of their peer group or people from their Black communities, as defined by the Constitution of the United States. And 10, we want land, bread, housing, education, clothing, justice, and peace. So the free breakfast program was one of what the Black Panther Party called a survival program to implement their 10-point platform. And Huey P. Newton, who was one of the founders of the Black Panthers, said, quote, "All these programs satisfy the deep needs of the community, but they are not solutions to our problems. We say that the survival program of the Black Panther Party is like the survival kit of a sailor stranded on a raft. It helps him to sustain himself until he can get completely out of that situation. So the survival programs are not answers or solutions, but they will help us to organize the community around a true analysis and understanding of their situation. When consciousness and understanding is raised to a high level, then the community will seize the time and deliver themselves from the boot of their oppressors. Ultimately, the free breakfast program and the other survival programs helped the Black Panther Party to organize and recruit more members into the organization, growing from 400 to 5,000 members in 45 chapters and branches by the end of 1970. And then under Elaine Brown's leadership, the Black Panthers helped to work on electoral campaigns and had some success as well. So for example, they supported Lionel Wilson to become the first Black mayor of Oakland in 1977. The program also inspired more action to address childhood hunger. Raj Patel, in his chapter in the book Food Movements Unite, describes how people across the country were so moved by the depths of the free breakfast program that they copied it. So for example, in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a pastor of the Cross Lutheran Church refused to let the Black Panthers use his church for their free breakfast program. But later, he then formed the Citizens for Central City School Breakfast Program, which later became the Hunger Task Force in Milwaukee. And at a national level, the Black Panthers breakfast program also helped to build up grassroots pressure to feed low-income children. So according to author Alondra Nelson, the Black Panthers free breakfast program became the Head Start program. And in a Senate hearing, George McGovern asked the National School Lunch Program Administrator whether the Black Panthers fed more school children than the state of California did. And he responded that it was probably true. And some say since the free breakfast program actually shamed and embarrassed the national government, it helped lead to the creation of the National School Breakfast Program in 1975. So I think based on the clapping, I think many of you agree with me that the Black Panthers 10-point program, 10-point platform is still relevant to us today. These past few years, I'm sure you all, like me, have been outraged and devastated by the hundreds of Black men and women who have been impacted by state-sanctioned violence and killed by the police. And I just want to emphasize that state-sanctioned violence is not limited to murder by police, but includes multiple forms of violence throughout our government systems, such as education, political, economic, judicial, and even food. At the same time, though, I have been inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement, which I see as part of the continuation of the Black Panthers movement to raise community consciousness and to transform our society. And the work and the challenges that we at this conference are taking on are also a continuation of what the Black Panther Party was struggling with. To provide emergency food and food relief to people in need, while at the same time knowing that this service is not the solution to poverty and hunger. And the only way to end this inequality is to transform our society and our economy. So I'll close with the words of Raj Patel from his chapter in Food Movements Unite, because I think he's just more eloquent than I could ever be. The Black Panther Party's vision of a world where all children are fed, where food, healthcare, education, access to land, and housing and clothes are rights and not privileges, is a vision that can and should spark the food movement today. Inspired by their example and learning the lessons from their experience, we can dream beyond the limitations imposed by capitalism, of a world in which hunger is, for the first time, a specter of the past. Thank you.